And then this segs nicely into what we want to talk about next. E-Rock brought to my attention that some radio show out of Baltimore just decided to start trashing us.
Yeah.
A show I've never heard of.
This is pretty.
It's always a show you've never heard of.
Always.
And I want the backstory on this, why they're trashing us. Their phone number is 800-767-1098. Someone might find that number interesting.
Yeah.
1-800-767-1098.
I think I know.
I gave E-Rock a cue to run down the hall. Is he running down the hall?
Oh,
is
my
he?
God. No.
Is he?
Well, first you'd see the water looking like Jurassic Park. And then... oh, no. Well, Steve is. No, Steve's kind of trotting. No E-Rock, though.
Why?
I don't see E-Rock.
You
I
help
don't
me.
even see E-Rock.
You brought this to our attention. Why wouldn't you be, close by so we could get the backstory? I don't want Steve's version of the backstory. Hi, Steve. Where's E-Rock?
He's in the back.
He's in the back.
In the office?
I was back there, by the way.
Why isn't he coming down
Because
the hall?
he sent me down to give you the
No,
backstory.
I like
Steve was handling all the backstory, by the way.
Huh?
I was in the office watching the whole thing. Steve was vigorously handling the
All right,
backstory.
you can help out. E-Rock, what's the deal with this show in Baltimore? 98 Rock. I think we used to have some friends on that station for a while.
Yeah, Mark and Lopez or something like that, but they're gone. So it's this new show. And apparently somebody on their show listens to our replay as they go in to do their show in the morning.
Nice. All right, so they're a fan.
Yeah.
Mentioned it.
What's the problem with being a fan of our show if you work for another radio show?
Well, apparently the hosts of the show weren't happy that the producer of the show listens to us.
Why? They're not on yet.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares what you listen to before you fucking come in?
By the time we found out and we checked their stream, we only got about a minute of it before they went to break.
What, they were trashing us though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another fucking jealous radio show.
It's great. It's so great to listen to, though.
It's just jealousy. I don't even know these guys. They certainly know who we are.
Nobody does.
That happens when you go to satellite. You become, it just...
Yeah.
There were moments where I laughed out loud on the way. They're hilarious. Don't get me wrong. Opie and Anthony are hilarious.
I used to
Hold on.
So what's the problem?
Who is this? Is it Danny Bonaducci? Is it Rocco? Is it fucking Bubba? Is it
Maxwell?
Maxwell? Which radio voice, same radio voice fucking guy is this? Holy shit. That whole voice thing where they talk like this.
And punt.
Is it man cow? Is it what's with the fucking...
All right, look.
Every time... By the way, this isn't a replay, people.
I know.
This isn't a best of a replay. This is another fucking guy that has this same stupid fucking voice.
Instead of being jealous, why don't you listen up and learn a little something here? Yeah. You're not standing out in radio because you have the radio voice that we talk about all the time, like I just said.
Hey.
There's a million guys that sound exactly like you. Because you're using the voice. Stop using the voice, first of all.
I used to listen to him all the time in New York.
I just like it better.
Sounds exactly like Rocco.
And I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Or Bubba.
It's cleaned up, you mean?
Or
Not cleaned up. It's just when there's a little bit of...
It's harder to be witty without using profanity.
Some restraint, some subtle...
Is it really?
Because we were on the fucking radio, regular radio for years, and we did both at the same time, satellite and terrestrial radio, where we were under a lot of restrictions, more than you are, by the way. I'll tell you that. We were under the most restrictions ever.
Witty is overrated. Clever motherfuckers have somehow moved clever and witty into funny. Yeah. Just because I can understand it and get that what you're trying to do doesn't mean a fucking thing. When I was a kid, you was funny as much as you could be, and I'm gonna tell you, fuck sometimes makes things funnier.
Yeah, just
asshole, douche, cocksucker.
Right.
When we grew up, we would use words, swears, and it would make things as funny as it could possibly be.
Watch an R-rated movie and a line where they cut it out on TV isn't as funny as the way the line was written, where the guy goes, fuck. Yeah.
Says, I wouldn't put the premium on clever and it's just like to say that and then get offended by it. It's just like
no, it's a horseshit argument.
I'm not getting offended by the fact that they're saying it. It's a cop-out thing that's been used so many times. Oh, we did both. We did that and we did satellite. And I guarantee if these fucking assholes went on satellite radio, every other word coming out of their mouth would be shit, fuck, this, cunt. What are you going to sit here and just do a regular show? You talk like you talk to your friends in normal life.
And the fact that somebody would say it's harder to be funny without swearing is telling you that you're working to be funny. Like you're not not just able to be. So with my constraints of language and everything else, I'm still able to be.
I can be funny. Just whatever.
All right, well, let's continue.
And I don't know the dudes, but it's like, just
I don't know. That's
never heard of
it. It just stinks of jealousy. We don't even know you.
Listen.
How much does that suck that we don't even know you?
Yeah, some restraint, some subtlety.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a guy's show, though.
I think what that format does, it knocks creativity down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just by nature. Look, if I had a satellite show, I'd be the same way.
It's a different palette to work from.
Yeah. Well, hello there.
They look like the Bizarro U's.
A different
palette. Yeah, a little bit. It's
different palette.
It's like fat face Opie and like old school 1996 Anthony,
and then Jim Norton in there,
and then
bit.
Jim Norton who didn't shave, and some hole. They have to have a hole, huh?
Let me guess. They say that Jimmy's not funny. I bet you, or something about Jim Norton who's going to be on Leno tomorrow night.
Yeah, well,
because these guys like to take shots at Jimmy.
That's the Bizarro.
Well, hello there. But neither one of them are funnier than me. That is a fact. I will walk on stage in front of their entire audience, and I'll do a half hour, an hour and a half, whatever, and then one of them walk on and do the same amount of time, and at the end, let the audience judge who's funny.
Jimmy Norton's on the show, too.
I'm not funnier than Jim Norton. Well, maybe I am.
I would say you are, only because Jim Norton's just not my cup of tea. But you know what else that Opie and Anthony don't have? The Baltimore Ravens. We'll be right back with Jared Johnson.
Good way to end it. Good way to end it.
What?
By the way,
it'd be waiting a long time for me to go on stage.
And he said,
you know how fucking famous we are, you asshole.
He said,
you think I'm going to Baltimore to some dumb, dumpy comedy club and doing a battle with you? Go fuck yourself.
He said in front of our audience, which is hysterical.
Oh, our audience?
Bill Burr got ripped apart in front of our audience.
Right.
They like him, and he's really funny.
Yeah, you know what? We should allow him to do.
Yeah, you want to do this in front of our audience?
Yeah, the next virus tour, where we sell close to 20,000 tickets. We'll give you 5 minutes in front of our audience, and all right, we'll see how well you do, you dumb fat fuck.
That's horrible.
Fucking asshole. And do they have a broad or not?
It looked like a hole on the page.
Another word of advice, because we made something of ourselves in this career, and you guys are attempting to get rid of the hole.
Yeah, ditch the hole immediately.
The hole ruins guy talk radio, and stop with the shit. Stop listening to your bosses, and then you'll go somewhere. Get rid of the hole. They ruin everything.
Yeah, ditch the hole.
You dummies.
You will never need the hole.
Well, Ant, you know what?
Look, they're strangling each other.
Oh, look, that's crazy.
Wow, they're crazy.
That's crazy.